Hello everyone and welcome to NEET Mentor. In this session we will talk about counseling schedule when it is expected and will there be delay in the counseling. We'll talk about the Supreme Court case, what may be the uh, because it's scheduled to hear the second hearing on tomorrow 20th of September. We will talk about the cutoff revision also. Many candidates are calling us asking about like what may be the cutoff revision. We'll talk little detail in detail about that. And NRI seat management seats, how you can take admission into that, what is the process. And before the counseling schedule gets published for MCC, what prerequisites you need to have and what you could do now so that your time is utilized. Okay. So before we start, if you're new here, please do subscribe this channel and you can take our paid counseling guidance. Many candidates are waiting for the counseling to start and they believe that okay, the counseling start today, the notification comes tomorrow, I'll take the counseling guidance from the counselor whom I have decided to take the guidance from. So that's not the right decision, okay, because you will be having lesser time to discuss and the counselor will also be having lesser time for you. Now the time is more, the counseling is a little bit paused, it looks like, so you can utilize this time. You can also get the review over the colleges, you can get the context of the GS and all, and you can get the possibilities. I'll tell you what different things you can do before the counseling schedule for the MCC gets published. First of all, has the counseling started or not? I will say the counseling has already started. It has begun because the first and foremost step of the counseling is the registration. I'll tell you the scenario or like case study of one candidate. One candidate like came to me. He took paid guidance like 2 years before. He targeted. I'll tell you the actual thing. He targeted two states because his mark and score was on the borderline to get medicine seat. His rank was around but between 35 to 40,000 something. Okay, so he said that okay, I want less budget medicine seat. I gave him okay, you could get in Uttar Pradesh, but I said that your rank is on borderline. Okay, because that time the cutoff was not that high, not that low, 2 years back, and I suggested that you keep like Bihar as also an option. He said that okay, no, I will keep Bihar as a list option, and I don't want to go for that. I said that okay, must register for it, and if you get the seat in UP, then you should not go for Bihar. Okay, but if you don't get, that will work as a kind of backup. I mentioned all the rules, but he didn't register. I said that okay, it will be done in the first round. Must do the registration in the first round. He didn't register, and he missed the seat by like 200 or 300 ranks. Okay, in UP, and his budget was not more. Okay, very limited, so he could go to UP and he could go to Bihar. Okay, because his budget was limited maximum to 25, he couldn't do more. Since he didn't register in the first round in Bihar, in second round Bihar do not open the registration once again. Okay, so he went to the registration in the third round when the seat was not available, and those who were having like a lesser score than him already got the seat in lesser budget than his budget in Bihar state. That's why the registration is very important, and that's where you will miss the point. Many candidates will have a kind of like mindset that okay, my score and rank is not that good, I would get the seat in third round. Why to participate in the first round, second round? I will directly go into third round. This is a wrong approach. If you are doing the if you are participating in the counseling and you are taking the counseling as very serious, on serious note, you are expecting the seat from the counseling this year itself, and you have no plans for preparation, then you must do the counseling from the round one. What are the benefits? One benefit that you will get to know about the colleges, you will get an idea about the counseling process, you will get the reviews also. Okay, because if you do something, you will take interest in that. If you are not doing, you will just get away from it and will be putting your time in some other part of life. Certainly, if you jump into the third counseling, you may realize that the number of seats left out and the number of possibilities, number of colleges, number of hospitals are very less compared to the first round. Okay, and it is also possible that in second round, due to positive shift, the candidate have got the seat. I'll tell you one scenario related to MBBS. Yesterday, the result were published for MBBS in Karnataka round 2. The cutoff is very low, as and it's very irrelevant. I mean, unexpected low cutoff. Okay, so the candidate who participated there, they got benefited. Okay, so you can't predict the counseling based on the last year cutoff and trends. Okay, you have to take participation very actively from the first round. Don't do that mistake. Okay, it's a suggestion from a counselor. And other things you could do, collect the important documents, mandatory documents you should be with you. Check the dates whether it's valid or invalid. Second thing, branch preference. You must be sorted out by now that okay, what is your branch preference. You should not have that doubt or you are not mixed up. Then you select the courses, whether you want to go for DNB or you don't want to go for DNB. According to your rank, you want to go for diploma or not. You want to go for non-clinical or you want to go for private colleges. You must be sorted out on this decision, because once it starts, you won't have that much time, because your focus will be more on the process of registration and its implementation. Okay, so you will be getting defocused. So planning things should be done now only. And you must be updated about the ongoing process. Let me tell you, in Andhra Pradesh they have released the state level candidate list. Okay, it's not SML, but these many candidates have participated from state of Andhra Pradesh. In Jammu Kashmir they have released the candidates who participated from Jammu Kashmir. Those who are not having their name in that merit list, they can approach to get their name added. So these all things are happening. In Tamil Nadu, the registration is already over. Okay, in Pondicherry, registration is going on. 21st is the last date, and the choice filling is also happening parallelly. Okay, so if you miss out those things, then suppose you don't have any chance to get the seat, or you're not looking for the seat through All India Counselling. So why you are waiting for All India Counselling? Because when you don't participate in that, there is nothing to lose. If you are expecting the seat from state level counselling, so you should have more focus on a state level counselling where the registration has already started. So don't assume that the counselling is not started. The counselling has already started. It depends on the candidate to candidate that whether it's relevant to them or not relevant to them. Okay, you can collect the review of the colleges and hospitals before the counseling schedule gets published. You can visit the colleges now, you have time. Okay, understanding the counseling process on high level, that how the counseling happens. Okay, candidates are still confused. For the private, they should go for a state level counseling or all India counseling. These are the very basic things. I don't expect like you should be understanding everything, but at least the basic you should have the clarity on. Okay, if you don't have the clarity, then you need to take help from some of the counselors. Knowing the probabilities of the colleges possible in your rank. Okay, it should be very clear, because probabilities you will be able to know based on the last few years trends. Okay, but the trend do not follow all the time. Okay, sometime you will get a jackpot through the counseling. It happened many times. I'll give you one more example. In the state of Karnataka, when the rule came to deposit the original document in 2021. So the candidate assumed that okay, if they deposit the document, how they will be able to proceed for the counseling for other states. For other states, they don't require your original document. They just need your soft copy. So soft copy you can keep with you, and original you can deposit at KA center. Still you are participating in other counselings. Okay, so candidate assumed kind of like misunderstanding, misinterpretation, that they can't proceed with other counseling, so they didn't submit their documents. And those who submitted the documents, okay, their number were less, because it was a drastic change in the rule. So the candidate who were expecting a kind of like average college in Karnataka, they got top college like Ramaiah, and the Ramaiah fee was lesser that time. It was equivalent to all other colleges, around 11.5 that time. So that kind of jackpot. So these things you need to consider. The rule changes in the rule will play a big role. Changes in the fee structure or hike in the fee structure will play a big role. Okay, so that thing will come into picture when the counseling goes on. Okay, you can do preparation of INACT if you are targeting it. Okay, so these are all things you should do now, and you must do. Otherwise, you have to repent later, because you will definitely get a college if you have rank. Okay, in some college you can get, but how to get the best college? That's the art of counseling. Now coming to the point, like when the counseling will start. So definitely now it looks very clear. Today is 19th and schedule brochure for all India has not published it. Okay, it can get published today also. There is nothing strange in that. Okay, but the trend says that the brochure or the schedule gets published at least 1 week prior to the actual start date. Why they do that? In case of a state counseling, they publish the schedule the same day and the same day registration starts. But in the state counseling, how many candidates would register? 3 4,000 maximum, or 5,000. But in all India counseling, 90,000, 1 lakh candidate would register. Okay, those who are qualified, or those who are qualified under OBC, PH, EWS, SC/ST, all the candidates would register there. So huge number of applications will be coming. So they need to give ample amount of time from the date they publish the schedule, they publish the brochure, and the date they start the registration and all things. Okay, so it is less likely that it will be happening from 20th as the PDF says, which was circulating, that is starting from 20th. Okay, but even MCC has not conveyed anything that is wrong date. One reason that it looks to me that there is a PIL in Supreme Court. One hearing already happened and second hearing planned tomorrow. So the advocates from the petitioner side is very much confident that they have the right to ask for the answer key. In previous years also, there were PILs and the answer key was asked from the NB by the candidates, but it was never provided in NEET PG. Okay, but the court had given the direction to NB that to keep it more transparent and follow the guidelines from next year. But still, they are not providing the answer keys, and candidates are very much doubtful on their result because they are not happy with the rank they have got, and there is also sense of doubt on the process of normalization, which is not transparent how it happened. So candidate just gave the examination and got the percentile and rank. In between how it happened, which question had which answer as correct and which answer option was marked by the candidate, there is no idea about that. So the candidates and their petitioner advocates have a kind of like clarity that Supreme Court will give decision in the favor of them, and even NB understand that okay they need to release the answer key. I'm not sure of that, but considering that NB might be delaying it, or NB communicated to MCC or NMC to pause on the schedule because they might to take the next action step from their side, and Supreme Court has already asked the reply to the ask of the candidates. Okay, so the time will tell like what will happen, but I'll tell you one thing: no major changes will happen. The result will be published again or something, because it will take more than a month or so. Okay, if all those things are happening, it happened in NEET UG, result didn't get published again. Okay, so not major changes you can expect, but the counseling may get delayed due to this Supreme Court PIL. And it was expected that the result published, it was expected that something is fishy and something will happen, and that is going on currently. Now coming to the cutoff revision. Candidates who didn't qualify, they are so much interested in the counseling. Why? Because last year everybody got qualified. Okay, so considering that fact, those who were not participating in the examination, they also participated in the examination this year, and more number of aspirants this year. So they are also taking very much interest, even those are having a less than 10 percentile, and then there's nothing wrong in that. Everybody wants the seat, and everybody wants the clinical seat, top clinical seat, and up to some extent it is possible also. Why it's possible? You will say that there are just 47,000 seats shown over NMC portal, and how the candidates who are having like 1 lakh, 1 lakh 50,000, 1 lakh 73,000, 2 lakhs rank, how they will get the seat? They will get the seat through merit, and that's how it happens. There is no system of booking the seat. It's not like railway booking or flight booking system that you can book the seat and it is yours. Okay, it's through the system. Okay, and there is no single seat in the hand of the college authority, so you can't book the seat. It's your failure to understand the process, and you are getting in the trap of somebody who's calling from a known number. Okay, so you must understand, first you recognize one person whom you believe, whom you trust, and whom you feel that the person is knowledgeable. And if you're not able to do the processing on your own, then hand over the processing or take the help from that counselor. Okay, if that counselor helping with genuine way, okay, you will get the seat. And now coming to after getting, see, there is no other process than getting the seat through merit process. And management quota is just a name. There is nothing related to management, college management in the management quota. Management quota seat, NRI quota seat is just a name, is through the counseling process only. There is no interference, no control of the college authority on management quota seat. Okay, so you don't get into the false trap of anybody's. It's happening through counseling process. Whether offline counseling, still it will happening, not at the college level, but at the authority, college counseling authority level, even in offline mode, if it's happening. Okay, and year by year the process of getting the seat allotment is getting more transparent. Now it come to the reporting process. In the reporting process, the college may reject your application, okay, depending on the lack of documents or something. Okay, so that time you may need help from the college. You may need help from the college to negotiate the tuition fee. If the tuition fee is much higher, I'll tell you the official fee structure, highest official fee structure in Karnataka, it is going as high as 1.25 CR per year. And it's official. You can check out on the website of KEA. Okay, since the tuition fee is so high, that's why the candidate who are having 1,50,000 rank also have got the seat last year. It's not like they can get, they have already got the seat. So you also have the chance, but you have to play it rightly. Okay, you don't get trapped into the wrong hands, because now more and more calls will be coming to you when the counseling process starts. Okay, but you don't have to rely on their calls. You have to rely on your call, whom you should call, which call you should accept is not the right thing, whom you should call. Okay, and you judge the right person, right counselor, and then take the decision, because everything is going through counseling. Then you need help in the counseling, not in the booking of the seat. Okay, and you put genuine documents, genuine NRI documents, and all such things. Okay, select the right counseling, right state counseling. Okay, because you have to put 2 lakhs of money also. Now coming to cutoff revision, in MDS the percentile didn't come to 0. Last year it didn't come to 0. In the history of NEET PG, just once it has come to 0. So nobody can say with like full proof that the percentile will be coming to 0. But I know many people are trying to file a PIL in Supreme Court in the after the schedule gets published, maybe after round 1 or before round 1, so that there is a kind of like pressure on the government or direction from the Supreme Court that this year also they should revise to 0. But these things all are not done until it is released officially. Okay, so you can plan. Okay, you don't have to put money anywhere. Okay, you don't have to put money in the college. You can hire a counselor who can help you with the trends, we can with the possibilities, with the planning, with the how much amount you have to prepare. Okay, because when that counseling comes, when the cut-off reduction comes, you won't be having enough amount of time. Okay, so I think I covered all the things that I wanted to cover in this video. Hope it helped you, and if it's having any queries, you can WhatsApp on this number 93191287. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.